Welcome back, everybody! Today's video is going to be sticking along the lines of the bug on the stick balloon that we did in a previous video. You get it? Stick along the lines. That's okay, you don't have to laugh. I know I'm not funny. We're going to be making an alien on a stick. It's going to be really cool. We're going to need 5 balloons. We have 2 260s, any color you'd like, although I recommend you use a dark color, 1 360, your color of choice. And if you want to give it a really cool effect, you can do monochromatic, chromatic. Basically just pick a different shade of the color that you used for the 260s. 1 5-inch round, and for this I'm using yellow. And lastly, we're going to be using a scrap of red 260, but you can also use black, a black 260. Let's get started. Take one of your 260s and blow it up with about 5 to 6 fingers of length at the end. There we go. And now we're going to make a dog head with about, really big bubble, like 8 fingers in length of a bubble. And we're going to be making a dog head, but without the head, so just the ears, really big ears. I'll show you. So a bubble about this big, fold it over, and while holding on to the nozzle, twist it around itself. Push the nozzle through the open part thingy here, and that locks it in place. Now you're going to make 2 more bubbles. We're going to start with one, half the size of one of these, like this. Then take that bubble and fold where you twisted, all the way to the top of the big bubbles. There you go. So you have this, the bigger bubbles are going to fold in, they're going to squish, and that's what we want. Then you're going to make one more bubble, the size of the smaller one, and I'm going to wrap it around the first small bubble. Like so. So you should have 2 bubbles on the top, 2 small ones, and 2 bubbles on the bottom that really curve like a rocking horse. Next, you are going to make a pinch twist, like so, and then you're going to squeeze the air out of this area right here, and you're going to move all the balloon over to this end and lock it over here. Just like this. Good, that's not going anywhere. I just had to test it. The next step after this is we want to take this long section here, the last part that we have, and stick it right on the inside of this. Like this. Right down like that. The last part we're going to do with this for now is we're going to adjust the pinch twist so that way it is between the 2 large bubbles. So you can see it's sticking up right now. And now it's between the 2 large bubbles. Ooh, it's magic. Not really. Just like the other thing we put on a stick, we're going to get our 360 and do 3 pinch twists. I'll show you. You just want to make sure you have enough for a long handle so the kids can grab it and bat it around. And then you want to put 3 pinch twists at the top. 1, 2, and 3! Man, people are going to think I'm crazy. Oh well. You want to make sure when you do your pinch twists that they all sit nice and neatly, that they're not askew or anything. And you want to make them tight so that they're bean shaped. And the curve of the bean should be facing outward. You see the back of the pinch twists have a nice rounded shape, whereas the inside, they have that little dip. That's what we want. Then you're going to come down about this much, which is about 6 to 8 fingers. You can make it longer or shorter depending on your preference, and twist it into the pinch twists. Break off what we don't need. And there is the first part. You see how the neck rests nice inside of the dips of the pinch twists? That's why we did that. It's gonna come out really nice. Pick up your second 260 and blow it up about halfway, 3/4 of the way. And then you're going to do a small bubble followed by a loop twist, like so. Then come in about 4 to 5 fingers and do a shock twist, like so. You can kind of see where we're going here. This is going to be a hand, an elbow, and then we're going to make this section here equal to this section here, like this. Now attach the point we just twisted into those pinch twists. You can kind of see where we're going with this. We're going to make one more arm over here. We do a shock twist and then another loop twist and leave a bubble at the end. Like so. One arm up, one arm down. Next, pick up your 5-inch round and blow it up about the size of a baseball. Or maybe even a little smaller, like a nectarine maybe. Then we twist it in half, like so. And this is where it gets a little tricky, so watch carefully. We're going to hold the sculpture upside down and we're going to insert the eyes underneath the head. I'm going to do this up close for you. So we're going to stick it in there so it pops out on one side. And same thing with the other. That was the tricky part. So you should have something like this. You can readjust the eyes if you want to a little bit. And we have to do the pupils. Now for this, you can do one of two things. Thing number one, get your scrap of red 260 and blow it up with 2 pinch twists. Like so. Make sure there's a little bit of a stretchy part in the middle. Then we insert these the same way we did the eyes. We're going to go up underneath and position them. And you can position them just like this.
Oh, he's so cute!
He looks kind of mad though. Now for this next part, you can use a scrap of black, which looks a little better, but I'm going to be using a marker, a Sharpie, because I got one right here. And this is going to be thing 2. If you want to speed up your design, I use a Sharpie. And there you go, you have an alien on a stick. Now the one thing about aliens is there's dozens of hundreds of different kinds. Some have antennae, some have 4 arms, some have 6 arms. You can even put 10 arms on here if you wanted. I don't know, make it work. I'd love to see what everybody comes up with, different variations of the alien. Maybe some of them have 4 eyes, who knows? You can also upscale in 360s. And 660s! Oh. Well, that's gonna do it for me for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you get a lot of use out of this sculpture. If you enjoy these kind of bizarre balloon tutorials, please let me know down in the comments section below. Or maybe if you like the time-lapse videos, let me know that too. I enjoy doing all these things, so whatever you guys want to see more, I'll be sure to put more of that out there. Also, click the subscribe button down below and click the little bell thingy if you want to be notified when I post a new video. I post new videos every Thursday. Okay, have a good one, guys. Bye-bye.